Welcome back to another video. Today I have Mike with me and we have the Car Candy line. And we're gonna do an overview video, talk about a lot of these products, use them on the car, show you how to use them, and show you what's special about Car Candy. Yeah, I'd like to start off with kind of like a history. Like, tell me about Car Candy. How did it start?
So in my opinion, it's kind of a unique story. Our owner, Ashley, she was doing commodity sales with her father for his two companies, and she started getting a lot of requests, people asking if they made detail products. That was not on their list. After so many requests, she approached her father about it. He wanted nothing to do with it, let her do it. She did end up hiring a chemist, and the first thing that they started doing was degreasers and wheel cleaners. Chocolate Thunder, one of the first products that they ever produced. That product is reigning #1 in sales company-wide and has since its inception in 2010. So we definitely take a lot of pride in the formulation of the products. And then we set ourselves aside by owning literally both of the raw chemical distribution companies that we source our raws from.
Wow. You get the raws in, you have the chemist, and then you produce and make.
Yes, we formulate everything. Everything is all done out of a 40,000 square foot facility right in Lakeland, Florida. I don't want to jump into too much detail, but there is some expansion happening.
Wow.
We have pretty much outgrown our 40,000 square foot facility. So
that's awesome.
That's good things. But you know, we do have a fantastic team at Car Candy. I head off outside sales. Kristen heads off our private label. And we have, you know, Megan at the helm as our COO, and then Ashley being the owner. We do take a lot of additional pride in the fact that we are a family-owned company. And in a way, we are a minority because we are owned and operated by females, which is fantastic. Awesome. I'm just one of a handful of men that actually work for the company. But as you can see, you know, the colors, the labels, everything's loud, everything's fun the way that it should be.
It is fun.
A lot of people will ask me, like, it says Car Candy, does it smell like candy? If we can associate a raw or a scent with our raws and a dye with our raws and everything stays stable, then it will have a scent and it will have a color. Otherwise, it will just be a characteristic of the raws and the chemical itself.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome. And if I didn't mention it already, these products are now available at Car Supply's warehouse. Super excited to have the brand in here and everything. Excited to work with you. A lot of these products. So there's, as you can see, there's quite a few.
And this is just a few of them. These are, believe it or not, just the hottest sellers that we are repetitively selling right now.
Yeah.
We do have roughly 105 plus products in our portfolio. Wow. We do have a full ceramic line. We have a tunnel wash line.
Okay.
We do get into some solvents. So we can become your one-stop shop. We can give you the non-chlorinated brake cleaner. We can give you the lacquer thinner, the reducers.
Wow.
You know, we're not really small scale. A lot of people misconstrue us for a private labeled company when we do the private labeling.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
You know, we really do try to set ourselves apart, and it's harder in this industry, the more as we go on in years here, but you know, having a good solid family, you know, atmosphere, and then being able to cut out middlemen along the way is where we're going to strive.
Yeah.
You know, innovation's huge for us. We do have a new line that we'll be dropping at SEMA. I won't talk about it, but that one is going to be fun. It's going to be kind of directed toward a different side of a particular industry, not just detailing, but at the end of the day, you know, we're focused on creating a quality product by offering a fantastic value and price. So you're getting that professional grade, but we also like to keep that DIY and enthusiast in mind.
You hit something important that I want to make sure that the viewers understand, that you not only source the raw materials, you have the chemists, and you're doing everything in-house.
Yes.
That means there's a lot of middlemen in this industry with marketing and other people that are making, shipping, all that stuff adds up, and most of those costs are passed on to you. So to be able to have a brand like this that does everything in-house, you can get a much better quality product for
a very competitive price. Exactly. And as you see, like everything on this table right here is in 32 ounce. This is the lowest size we deal in.
Okay.
And out of all of our products, I would say 95% of what we produce is concentrated or super concentrated. Yeah. The other 5% is going to be RTU. But what's unique about our RTU products, like Impeccable Interior, they can still be cut. They do have higher concentration values than your normal RTU products that you can get on the shelf today.
Yeah.
So like, you know, Impeccable Interior, Dress-All, like these are water-based products. They can still be cut down, right? Eliminator, that's our iron remover. That one can still actually be cut.
Really?
You will get less color changing effect, but you can still cut that product, yes.
Okay, so these are all 32-ounce bottles, and then they come in gallons?
Gallons, 5 gallons, and 55 gallons.
Ooh, there you go. And most of them are concentrates, so you're going to end up saving a ton of money. Not only on shipping, you're going to be able to mix a lot more than the ready-to-use products.
Yeah, and you know, we, as the manufacturer, you know, you get a lot of people out there that, you know, they sell on their own website. While we don't encourage it. We do want our distributors to get that play. So, you know, yeah, you can get our products on Amazon and other e-commerce sites, and that's amazing. We love that. But what we really love is the fact that we can offer you guys a quality discount, and you can offer a quality discount back to your consumer base.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Well, let's get into the products. And why don't we start with Chocolate Thunder, because you talked about that one first. So this is Chocolate Thunder.
Yep. So this is our Chocolate Thunder regular. We have 2 versions of this product, Chocolate Thunder and Chocolate Thunder Plus. The difference between the 2 products is literally your dilution value. Chocolate Thunder is going to be a 4-to-1 dilution. Chocolate Thunder Plus is going to be a 6-to-1 dilution. This is a non-acid wheel cleaner. Okay. Very, very high on the pH scale. We're sitting 13.5, 14 on that product.
Wow.
Okay. Okay. Very hot. It's not going to be something that you're going to want to use on your anodized or polished aluminum wheels. It will revert that back to an oxidized state, similar to like acid would. Okay. This product is, like I said, it's the first product. It's been the #1 product since its inception. I don't see that changing. There's a lot of other wheel cleaners on the market that people are starting to put comparisons against, and we're starting to see those products leave the end user's shelf, and they're being replaced with Chocolate Thunder or Chocolate Thunder Plus. Now,
does it smell like chocolate?
I personally think there's a little bit of a hint in there,
really?
But I've been told that we do not associate a scent with that. Okay. This is one of those products that just does not allow a fragrance or a dye. That's the other thing. That is not dyed brown. Okay. There are other brown wheel cleaners on the market that are brown because there's a dye associated with them. Sometimes. I don't want to say that for all of them, but dyes can stain concrete. This is not going to stain your concrete. Okay. The color is characteristic of the raws.
Okay, and on the back you can see it gives you the directions. Yes. Do not spray on uncoated polished aluminum or anodized wheels.
Correct.
And like most chemicals, don't let it dry on the surface. Correct. Right. Okay, so how to use this product?
So
dilution ratios?
Dilution ratio, if it's Chocolate Thunder, you're 4-to-1. Okay, if you're Chocolate Thunder Plus, you're 6-to-1. Now, there are some different application methods that I have found with this. Your traditional method is going to be, you know, spray bottle, sprayer, make your dilution, right? That's fantastic. The product works phenomenal in an IK foamer or any other type of foamer. My personal preferred method is foam cannon. I dedicate a foam cannon directly to Chocolate Thunder. I do not dilute that product in my foam cannon. I do my dilution off the top.
Okay, so you just pour this in the foam can and spray it directly because you're getting the water in there.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Now, I don't want to say that you shouldn't dilute products in a foam cannon because there's a reason to, but I have tested the products enough times that I know that I can make the similar dilution ratio that it will project out of the cannon while it's still in the canister without having to add more water to the canister. Yes. So
that makes it much easier too, because if you just dedicate a foam cannon to this product, like you can just keep it in there. Well, you don't have to like remove it every time.
There's a lot of benefits as well to foam. Foam is safer than liquid. You get your chemical staining when the liquid's running. Foam doesn't run. Yeah. It dissipates and it comes off in a sheet. So you're ultimately applying the product in a safer manner. Now that product by design is a non-agitant. Okay. We do not have to agitate after a 30 to 60 second dwell time. As a professional, yes.
Really?
Yes.
You can just spray this on and pressure wash it off?
Yes.
That's the way it's designed?
Yes.
It did a better job not scrubbing it than the one that I scrubbed.
Essentially, like I said, it was designed to be a non-agitant.
That's awesome!
Yep. Spray it on there. As a professional, I still agitate. Yeah. But what I have found is that using that in conjunction with a secondary wheel cleaner, I do it in a reverse action. I go alkaline first, and then I go acid. Alkaline's gonna leave a film and a residue, acid's a cleaner. So you can 2-step your maintenance washes in your wheels by going non-acid, then acid, and not have to touch them.
Wow.
So another great dilution value for Chocolate Thunder is going to be 3-to-1 dilution ratio, and you can use that to get your bugs, your engine bay, and your WeatherTech floor mats. So
Yeah,
that
Yep.
product is not going to cause browning. It's not going to draw oils out of your tires either. So it works great as a tire cleaner.
Okay, awesome. Chocolate Thunder.
Yep.
1 down, 32 more to go. All right, let's move on to the next one.
007.
This is like a surprise. You probably know what this is by the color.
I do.
But I don't know the label, so I'm just gonna go like whoosh.
So 007, that is going to be our slingless tire dressing.
High gloss.
Yep, it is a high gloss. Now, I use that slingless term loosely, okay? We all know that in order for—
Put it on thick enough, it's gonna sling.
It's gonna sling. You also have to worry about those pooling areas, right? And the letters and the treads on the bigger tires. But we do use a different blend of silicone. As you can see, there's some viscosity to that product.
Yeah.
We use a different blend of silicones and solvents to actually let that product bond and adhere to the rubber better and for longer. I will tell you that there are 3 different methods in applying it.
Okay.
You can spray it on and get that high gloss mirror looking finish. I personally apply with a brush and go around the tire.
Okay.
You can apply with a foam applicator. I will say that you will see a different result in gloss levels per application.
Okay.
So,
and like most dressings, you can take a towel, wipe off the excess, and get that lower sheen.
After 5 minutes, that product's gonna be essentially bonded to the tire. It's gonna stay there. Now, longevity of that, from a personal test, I put it on my vehicle about almost 4 weeks ago, drove it around for a whole week, parked it for almost another week, a couple rainstorms. The product is just now coming off of my tire.
Wow.
I will say that this is one of those ones where you're not gonna have to clean your tire every time you wanna reapply the dressing.
I'm assuming this is solvent-based?
Yes, 100% solvent-based.
So don't use it on engines.
Do not use that on engine bays.
Just tires.
Yes, correct.
And maybe some exterior rubbers.
You could, yes. Yes, you could. Your door jambs, like the rubber in your door jambs, it would be okay for that as well.
Okay.
I'm glad you actually said that. There's a lot of people that will spray solvent-based dressings on their engines looking for that shine, and they don't understand why the car caught on fire.
Yeah, don't do that.
You don't do that. You use water-based dressings when you're dressing your motors.
Yes.
So,
Whoosh.
blue ice.
Blue ice.
So that is going to be another high gloss tire shine.
High gloss tire shine, high gloss. Why?
So we have one that is slingless, and then one that is going to be your everyday economy-friendly style high gloss dressing.
Okay.
So there is a price difference between the 2 products. We obviously, with that different blend of silicone and solvent, that one's going to be a little bit pricier over this one. This one is
Makes
obviously
sense.
thinner.
Yep.
And it's not going to go as long. Great product for your dealerships and your high production detail shops.
And then directions on this kind of
spray. You can apply by foam applicator, direct spray, or with a brush.
Okay.
Non-dilution, solvent-based.
So Car Candy Blue Ice, premium high gloss tire shine, mainly for like the dealership and some high volume, maybe the car wash.
Yep.
Definitely. Okay, cool. And then solvent based.
Yes, correct. The majority of our dressings are going to be solvent based if they're for tires, except for obviously Tropical Tread. Let's just bring that one up.
Okay.
That one is a brand new one that we actually released at SEMA last year. That is our first water-based tire-specific dressing. We were able to associate a fantastic color with it. And the scent, if you want to go ahead and smell that, is even better. We did associate a coconut lime scent with this product.
So also, very important, these are double sealed. I mean, so it has a heat seal cap, and that is, I opened one of the first products up when they came to the warehouse and I said, thank you. I hate, you know, when customers get something and it leaks.
Yes.
And we do our best to make sure that the product doesn't leak, but having this second seal just ensures that you're not gonna get a leaky product.
Yep. Now, you know, I can't say that it's going to be foolproof every time. You know, I have to be the first to admit that I've had some distributors get some leaks, but you know, different altitudes in the transit is going to cause different pressures on the product as well.
Right.
So, you know, like anything, these containers do react under different temperatures and pressures.
Absolutely. So, all right, so Tropical Thread is the water-based tire.
That is our water-based silicone dressing. Okay. Now, we do use a similar blend of silicone in this one that's like 007. So this, in result, is going to be a slingless water-based dressing.
Okay.
Now, application method on this, because it's a very thick product, I prefer to spray that into a brush or an applicator and apply it that way. You don't have to pool, or you don't have to worry about pooling with this product. it does lay on very even and then plates out very nice.
Yeah.
Again,
a little more wait time on this because it is water-based.
Yes. Roughly 10 minutes,
okay.
Maybe 15, you know, definitely something I'm gonna wanna do, you know, before I've polished paint or applied any type of a protectant, as well as any other type of tire shine.
Can I dilute it?
You can if you need to. Not really recommended, but if it's too thick for you, feel free to. I know that there are some end users in the market right now that have found that this with just a little bit of water in a high pressure, low volume gun, it sprays out real well for them. So
interesting. Okay. All right. Should we just grab the next one in line?
Yeah.
I feel like we got these coatings too, which I'm excited about. Okay. Got that.
So
this one.
That one is probably going to be Luminous Shine. We can talk about that one. Obviously, we focus on core products. So your degreasers, your soaps, your tire shines, your dressings, your interior cleaners. These are things that we're going to have.
This is another tire dressing.
Yes. We have several of them. We even have your medium gloss tire shines, right? All, of course, use different type of emulsifiers in them, but Luminous Shine is going to be a non-silicone dressing, safe for body shops.
Non-silicone tire dressing. So this is a body shop safe
product, yes.
Type of product versus 007
or blue
ice, or you don't want to use these in body shops.
No.
Because if it gets it in the air, it gets on the paint, it'll cause issues with painting the car. Yeah.
Yep.
So no silicone in body shops. And this is your choice.
Yep. Well, I have found that a lot of end users really enjoy this product because it does bond to the tire very well, and it does last quite a while. I've had people that said they've tried to pressure wash that off of their tires before and it doesn't come off. But it all depends on how much you're layering on there as well. Well,
we got several body shops that buy from us, and this is what I'll be recommending now.
Fantastic. Well, and just while he's bringing up the thing on body shops here, you know, I had mentioned that we do your non-chlorinated brake cleaners, your lacquer thinners, your reducers, your acetones, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if you have body shops, we can help you supply them with their lacquer thinners for cleaning paint guns or whatever. Their reducers if they're looking to mix paint. You know, we've got your non-chlorinated brake cleaner for your mechanics. Everybody knows aerosol brake cleaner is extremely expensive. You try to buy a pallet of aerosol cans, you're in the upward sums of $1,500. I've done the math.
Yeah.
Okay, you can get, through you, dealerships can purchase drums or 5-gallon pails in non-chlor brake clean, and you can give them a better margin or a better purchase price or even a better margin.
Yeah.
So.
All right, body shops. You heard that.
Triple Delight.
This is really cool. When I opened the box, I was like, no way, this is awesome. I can't wait to use it. So Triple Delight is a concentrated color foam polish.
It's got polished polymer in it.
Okay.
So this has no protection in it whatsoever. This is originally designed for tunnel washes.
Yep.
Your tri-foam colors, okay? Yep. So this is going to produce a very rich blue foam, very thick shaving cream type foam, and it has that polished polymer in it. So as you're actually agitating the surface, you're essentially wiping in that polymer into the clear coat. With this product, you can feel the lubricity in the soap.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of lube.
Uh-huh.
That's a lot of lube, Mike. It is. It's very, you know, like this car is probably not smooth.
No, it's definitely not.
But it feels smooth with the blue foam.
And it's going to give you a more enhanced look.
So kind of like increase the
depth and add a little bit of gloss, but like I said, there's no protectant in it. So definitely something that you can use and go right over with a quick detail spray if you're looking to add a little protection.
Okay, how do we use this product?
So I prefer that one in a foam cannon only. I will foam that on super thick. You can dilute that one. I do want to say that this is 120-to-1 dilution ratio.
It's like I'm testing you.
I know most of our dilution ratios by heart, but there are so many of them.
1 to 120.
Yes. Yep, that's...
So not very much.
Not very much.
And this is thick too.
It's very thick.
Very blue. Does it dye? I mean, like, would this dye if you use too much?
I have not seen this dye anything yet. I say yet because I know we have experimented with a more strengthened formula with more dye in it. But again, the dye is dying off on the foam and not on the surface. Yeah, and Car Candy says right on the back, Car Candy assumes no liability for damages resulting in improper application. Use as only directed. Correct. So if you want to mix this 1-to-1 and because you want super blue, then that's on you, but I'm not going to recommend that. But
No.
like I said, I do recommend that product in a foam cannon. Go
Okay.
ahead and make your dilutions, make it proper. This is not a product that you need to, you know, run straight.
Yeah.
So
This is, I mean,
it comes in 3 different colors.
Instagram, TikTok, social
Absolutely,
media,
all day
this
long.
is great. You
Yep.
know, like the part of detailing and washing cars
That makes
is
it
the
fun
show.
again. Yeah.
You know, like I like shops that have windows to the like the wash bay.
Yep.
And if you see that blue foam going on there, you're like,
Yep.
blue foam, that is so cool.
Yep. So we have that product in red, blue, and yellow. There's a red one right there. And here is actually your yellow one. So
All right. Next product.
is another soap.
All right.
Wouldn't you know it?
Yes.
So like I said, we focus on the core products. We like to have a variety of options. This next product is going to be our CANDYCOAT or our CC Revive. This is going to be our pH neutral soap. There is a fragrance associated with it. It does smell like grape. This is going to be a high foaming soap. This is going to be safe enough to foam onto the vehicles with any type of a ceramic coating on it. And it's going to help remove that contamination. I see a lot of people that are doing, you know, full-blown DECON washes to their ceramic coated vehicle and then wondering why they have product failure. Guys, our coatings are designed to reduce chemical staining and stuff like that. We don't need harsh chemicals anymore to unclog our coatings. We need soft, viable products that are going to safely remove our contamination buildup and still provide us with enough lubricity to get the rest of the vehicle clean and still not leave any type of foam or film or anything like that behind. I want to say that this is going to be 120 or 128 to 1 dilution ratio with this product. One that I would put in a foam cannon for sure. And it's one that, again, this is just a personal preference. I won't dilute this one. I will do the dilution off the top of my foam cannon.
Okay. That's
and
cool.
I will dedicate that foam cannon directly to that product.
But otherwise, you can mix 1 ounce of CANDYCOAT Revive to 1 gallon of water.
Yes.
So, okay, cool.
So, I mean, if you're doing a bucket wash, you'd be 5 ounces of product in that bucket if it was full of 5 gallons.
So, I mean, this is CANDYCOAT, and then you have
Car
Candy.
Candy.
So, is this a different kind of line?
So this
Does this go along
this goes along with our CANDYCOAT ceramic coating line.
Okay. So all the CANDYCOAT is going to be
CANDYCOAT
ceramic.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So again, you know, we try to have some segregation between the options. We have our Car Candy line, and then we have a ceramic line that we are calling CANDYCOAT.
Got it.
Great play on the word.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know, we are, again, trying to make a quality product and offer it to the end user at a very affordable price. So
natural shampoo.
Yep. So I will say that one is roughly 7.5 on the pH scale.
Okay.
Now, a little pro tip with that product, if you do come across a very contaminated, clogged coating, about 4 ounces of that product in a foam cannon, and then 1 ounce of, like, say, our super bright wheel cleaner. It's a wheel acid, and it will unclog that coating like that.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
So
we're gonna get to lunch today. All right, wrap it. Okay, this was you have a wrapping, a PPF and tint solution soap.
So that is a brand new product that we released at SEMA last year. We actually had somebody that had asked us if we could make something of this nature. We decided to come up with a formula. This is going to be a very, very concentrated formula. The goal with that is because we know that every PPF company out there they all use different types of adhesive.
Yep.
So we want to make sure that you have a product that will work based on your required dilution ratio for your adhesive.
Yeah. So 2 to 3 mils.
Yes.
Very, very small
Very
amount
small
to
amount of
32 ounces of water, and that's just a starting.
That's a starting point. Yes.
And then you would increase or decrease depending on how much slip you actually want on the film.
Yep. And
Excited
now,
to try this out.
Now, as a chemical company, we don't rely on ourselves to test these products. We rely on the industry. We do send our products out. We do send them to vetted industry professionals, and we take their feedback on the product. That's how we strive for quality, grade A product. Yeah. We're not afraid to send our products out, have them tested, and we're not afraid for them to send us back the good, bad, and the ugly for us to try to make changes. Yeah. You know, there's several products sitting right here on this table right now that we are currently reformulating. Maybe it's a new scent, or maybe it's a different dye. You know, we want to constantly innovate and make things better. We know that there's certain things about each product that might lack something, but within due time, these products will be as close to perfect as we can get them with the help of all the end users that use our products.
That's awesome. Excited to use that one.
Impeccable interior.
Impeccable interior. This is an RTU product?
This is an RTU product. This is going to be a water-based dressing, but it's a 3-in-1. It cleans, conditions, and protects.
Okay.
Okay. Now, this does have a fresh and clean scent associated with it. That is going to be a new fragrance that we are trying with the product. Original formula, we're just looking for a better scent that will last longer. Because of the viscosity of this product, it can be diluted if you choose to. So this is not a product I'm going to spray directly into my panel, unless I'm going to actually agitate with a Scrub Ninja. This product will work great with the likes of a Scrub Ninja or something of that nature to get some moderate or mild cleaning done on, say, like a maintenance vehicle. Otherwise, it is a phenomenal dressing.
Vinyl, rubber,
leather. Yes.
Don't use it on any navigation screens,
Definitely
windows,
not.
or
Definitely
any
not.
trim. That's,
Correct.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
if you want to dilute it, you can. You could probably go 50-50 and be fine.
Yeah.
I know that there's a lot of people that prefer to dilute it right out of the rip because it is thick.
How about the sheen on the surface?
Nice satin finish.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
leaving it greasy and oily. So it's not going to give you that oily, greasy look. We don't like that. We actually don't even have any dressings unless it's an aerosol that's going to leave that kind of a look.
Okay.
Our Dressall, which is going to be another water-based dressing, or its counterpart, Dressall Extreme, which is a dilutable product, 3-to-1 or 50-50 are the dilution ratios on that.
Okay, cool.
So
excited to use that one.
clean slate.
All right, another CANDYCOAT product.
Yep.
This is a ceramic prep spray.
Yes. So as I have mentioned again, that we do the solvents, we had a actual body shop prep solvent that we make. Fantastic for wax grease removal. It was actually the very first thing that I suggested when we developed the training programs for panel prepping. We had some suggestions made. We decided to come up with a solvent-based prep that is going to be RTU.
Okay.
And that product is going to have a cherry scent associated with it.
Okay. So this is used before the ceramic coating to remove all the polishing oils, anything like that.
Waxes, greases, anything like that. It's going to give you that bare surface. Now it's not, the product does SUD.
Okay.
Okay. So if you saturate your towel, you're going to want to swap that out and get another towel. You don't want to keep spreading saturation on the towel.
Okay. So it will suds a little bit.
Yes, it will.
Okay.
And then you'll get that because it is going to be a blend of solvent and I believe alcohol.
How do you use this?
I spray that directly on the panel and I let it dwell. 15, 30 seconds, and I start wiping, but I never dry wipe. I spray into my towel as well.
Okay.
Just a light mist, just to get those fibers wet.
Section by section.
Section by section.
Would you use more than one towel or several towels?
I would use a couple of towels just because I know I'm going to have a mop towel and then I'm going to have one to kind of level out any type of streaking that the product may or may not leave.
Okay.
Ceramic Shield.
Ceramic Shield, SIO₂ infused detail spray.
Yes. So this product right here, this product was one that I didn't know what to expect with this one.
Okay.
This does have a double-digit SIO₂ content in it, so it will create a film build.
Wow.
This is a product that, it's a quick detail spray, but it's not one that I am afraid to use if the vehicle is wet. If I've already soaped the vehicle, I've rinsed it, I will spray this directly on the vehicle and I will dry the vehicle at that point with a drying towel. Like I said, the more that you use that product, whether the vehicle is dry or it is wet, it will create a film build.
Can you use this as a spray on, spray off type of protectant?
You 100% you could as well. If you decided to spray it on the vehicle and then rinse it off and dry the vehicle, yeah. But I spray it on the vehicle while it's wet and then I dry the vehicle by hand.
Like a drying aid.
Yep.
And then you could use it when it's completely dry.
Completely dry, yeah, just as a regular detail spray. Yep,
Okay.
as a quick detail spray.
So SIO₂, double-digit content within it. What type of, how long is this going to last?
I am seeing right now on my personal vehicle 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Yes.
Awesome. So I think this would be a perfect drying aid to use almost every time when you're drying a vehicle, especially if it's coated.
Yep. And now, again, you know, my 3 weeks is my vehicle doesn't do a whole lot of driving for work, okay? So if it's driving, it's because I'm carting my kids someplace. Otherwise, it spends a lot of time sitting. So 3 weeks out of a spray sealant, you know, it could be a little unorthodox, but again, you know, I test the products to the functionality.
Interior Magic Plus concentrated low odor interior cleaner.
Yep. So Interior Magic Plus does have a counterpart, Interior Magic. The only difference between the two products is one has a lower odor formula, less butyl in the product.
Okay.
They are both a 10-to-1 dilution ratio. They can be applied through a Torador or through your normal spray bottle and trigger sprayer application.
All right, so this is your concentrated interior cleaner.
Yep. I'm gonna use that on everything interior. It does even have the ability to help you out in a pinch on your fabrics.
Okay.
Not dedicated for fabric, but in a pinch it will work. We have dedicated products for fabric.
All right.
But that is the product that I will use to clean up anything on the inside of the vehicle.
And a dilution ratio up to 1 to 10?
Yes.
Depending on what you're working on?
Yes. I've found that I have never had to do anything other than 1 to 10 with that product.
Okay.
I spray that product on and I will let that dwell 30 seconds. And I don't use brushes. I use Scrub Ninjas. So I will Scrub Ninja and then I'll use compressed air to get my cracks and crevices.
That's where the magic comes from, is you have to let the chemical do its job. You know, don't just spray it on there and start working.
No, all chemicals are designed to have a window in which they are dwelling and breaking down the contamination we're trying to remove.
Yes.
If you do not let the product meet its dwell time, you are going to think that the product is not working.
So important. So important.
Very important.
A lot of phone calls could be not had if people would just read the directions and let the chemical do the job.
You're right. And with us, you know, when it comes to these chemicals, like when we do our car candy training academies, like we'll be doing tomorrow and Friday, I don't train you on how to detail a car. I expect you to already know how to detail a car. My goal is to train you on the product knowledge, because if you do not have the proper knowledge to use these products, the how, the when, and the why, you're not going to think they're worth much of anything, and you're going to not want to use them. If you need the confidence to be able to use products, and that confidence comes from actual product knowledge, and it can't come from a third party. It really needs to come directly from the manufacturer, because they know more about the product than that third party end user will.
Right.
Okay. So when I do these car candy trading academies, I teach everybody these products, and it's based on the knowledge in which you need to use them.
Yeah.
So the how, the when, the why. And then I like to throw in the pro tips. What else can this product be used for?
Yeah.
You know, like I was saying with the Chocolate Thunder, you can use it on bugs, engines, and WeatherTech formats. It's not going to dry out your rubber and your plastics.
Nice.
So
right. We're about halfway through.
Halfway, yep.
We got this. Next product.
AquaShine.
AquaShine sprayable polymer sealant.
Yes. Now you will see that this product separates.
Yep.
The reason for that is because it does contain mineral spirit. It is a polymer sealer, but the mineral spirits help give us that opportunity to clean up. You know, maybe we ran through some tar on the way to the car show, something of that nature, okay?
Oh, you can smell it. There's kind of a solvent type smell to it.
Then that's that mineral spirit.
Okay.
Okay. But again, you know, a fantastic product. It is going to enhance the gloss on the vehicle. Not really going to add a whole lot of depth, but it's definitely going to add that shine that we're looking for.
Okay.
Pro tip with this product, it is ready to use, but I love that product in a foam cannon straight, and I almost cut off my water flow.
Wow. So
you'll just spray I'll foam it right onto the car. I will let it sit for 30 seconds and I will rinse it off. Wherever it does not sheet off of the vehicle, I will reapply. Another 30 seconds, rinse that, it will sheet, and I will dry the vehicle.
No streaking, no hazing.
If you are using DI water, you do not have to worry about anything else. Wow. You can foam that on, rinse it off. It will bond to the vehicle while it's wet.
Look at the glass, so.
And that's that mineral spirit in there too.
I'm excited to use it.
So
I can't wait.
That tip actually came from Anthony Carrera, who is our lead detail consultant in Seminole, Florida, the detail specialist. I was originally a big fan of our product called Paint Guard. It's a very highly concentrated polymer sealant, and you can smell it when it comes out of the foam cannon. And he's like, oh, he goes, that product's great, but you really got to try the AquaShine in a foam cannon. I'm like, really? So I did, and I fell in love with it.
Eradicator! I always wanted to make things into metal songs.
Right.
Eradicate inside carpet spotter.
Yes, I can get behind that.
All right, next product is Eradicator.
Yes.
Enzyme, carpet, spotter, and stain remover.
Yes. So this is by far out of interior products again, and this is a personal preference, but this is my favorite product. One thing that I really enjoy in detailing is fresh, clean carpets, especially a fresh scent when I'm done. There are some options out there when it comes to cleaning carpets. There's some systems out there. I wanted something that was gonna give me kind of like an all-in-one punch. So I wanted a product that was gonna give me a pre-treat, it was gonna give me some cleaning ability, and it was gonna finish down for me.
Yeah.
And help with, help with that chance of moisture wicking. So when I started asking our chemist Duffy, hey, what can we do to make, some sort of a competing product for some of the other carpet systems that are out there, right? He asked me what I was looking for, and I told him, and he's like, well, we already have something like that, and it's all in one. And I said, what is that? And he goes, that's our ERADICATOR. That's gonna be our enzyme-based carpet and fabric cleaner.
Yeah.
Okay, so this product is going to pre-treat. It's going to give you some low foaming suds if you decide to use it as a carpet cleaner, and it will finish down to help with any type of moisture wicking that could be coming back up from the foam into the fabric itself. Okay, so
I got a question about enzyme.
Yes.
So for those who don't know, what is that?
An enzyme is going to be it's a term in which the cleaner attacks certain proteins, and those proteins are going to be usually something from us, right?
Body fluids.
Body fluids, so your urine, your blood, your vomit. It's going to help with your grass stains. It will help with some grease stains, depending on what that grease is coming from, whether it's a protein-based grease or whether it's a tannin-based grease, like a hydraulic fluid or an oil, right? So this is going to be that product that I want to use on anything for the interior, because it's going to break down those the enzyme, those protein-based bacteria.
Right. And then spray this on the carpet. Again, very important. Let dwell 2 to 3 minutes. Let that stain, whatever it is,
let the product break down. Yeah. This is, and you don't have to saturate with this product. You can address, really hone in on stains and then do a light coverage. The product is going to actually get into the fibers of the carpet the longer that it sits there and dwells.
So this product, is this one of the products I can leave in the fibers, or do I want to make sure I rinse this
You
really well?
definitely want to try to pull some of this product out. It's not going to hurt anything. It is a little bit more closer to that pH neutral side as far as a product is concerned. Definitely one that you won't have any issues with if you end up not sweeping or extracting, okay? But again, it's not a product that you're gonna saturate the carpet or fabric with either. So anymore, we need to try to start getting away from that heavy saturation, because that's where all the moisture wicking stuff, we're never gonna get that stuff out of the foam of these seats, guys. The foam that's in the bottom of the carpet, that stuff is thick, guys. I don't care what your extractor is telling you, 14, 24, 41 inches of lift, it's never gonna happen.
Right.
We have to be more cautious to what we're introducing into our fabrics and what's underneath those fabrics.
It's just cleaning the top surface.
Just the top surface, that's all we're trying to do. We don't wanna reactivate a liquid that's in the foam, because what's that gonna do? Once we sit down in it, it's gonna transfer right back up into that fabric.
I see people take seats off and pressure wash them. They'll take them out of the car.
And they put them back in, and the one thing, the common denominator, one, it's wrong, but if you're gonna take the seats out, don't put the original seat bolts back in. They stretch. You have to replace those seat bolts if you take seats out. Most people don't understand that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
All right. Next product is Leather Refresh, leather conditioning cream.
Yes. So this is a very, very thick leather cream. This is one of those products where you'll apply it with an applicator. It's ready to use. There's no need to cut it. It's not going to do you any good to cut this product. Apply the product on thick and then level the product.
Okay.
It will plate itself out. It will give you a more natural sheen. Smells like leather.
Yep. Absolutely.
That product, you will, if it sits too long, you will give it a nice little shake, just kind of help stir it up a little bit. But
most of these products you want to shake up before any of this, right?
Yeah, because any type of a liquid, even if it's a Gatorade, I shake it. I shake my Capri Suns. Yes, I still drink Capri Suns. Fantastic leather reconditioning cream. Extremely easy to use. Only takes a few minutes for it to really plate out, but it does leave you that nice, supple, soft leather when you're done, and leaves behind a fantastic leather scent.
Reconditioner, awesome.
Yep, Hydro X.
Hydro X, waterless wash and quick detailer.
Yes.
Okay.
That is going to be an SIO₂ infused product. Again, we do have higher percentage content with that for the SIO₂. The more you use that product, the more it will generate a film build. Not as fast as Ceramic Shield, but very Very versatile product, believe it or not. November and December of 2023, as I was closing the doors to my detail shop, that is the only product that I used to wash my vehicles.
No way.
I did not break my power washer out one time in those 2 months.
All right, well, how do you use this?
So this is a product,
do you
this
use?
is gonna be a ready-to-use product, and I will apply that panel by panel.
Okay. And how many sprays are you spraying? Like you are like, are you
4 or
drenching
5.
it?
No, 4 or 5.
Just an, okay, nice.
Just a nice even layer. You know, I'm doing it a little bit closer up. I'm not trying to get a big fan area. I do want some sort of flow,
okay,
but not enough to where I'm gonna be saturating towels. I'll do the simple roll and wipe method with my towel and use all 8 sides of my towel. Okay. But that was...
So each panel switching towels and stuff and just spraying this on.
Yep.
Do you find that this is sometimes quicker than a traditional wash?
Yes. Yes, I do. And that's because there are so many different variables that go into actually washing the car. And the one thing that takes the longest ultimately is to dry it, right? And now we've got all the runs from all the areas where we pool water, the cracks and the crevices. This is going to eliminate time.
Yeah, I was at a car show this weekend, and one of the guys that came, he was complaining about the guy who washed his car. He's like, I got all these drips and everything, and he's blaming the car wash. I'm like, oh, it's not really his fault. Your car has a lot of like areas where water holds up and pools, but I get it, yeah, and that's kind of cool. Okay, waterless wash, ready to use, spray, it smells fantastic, going to leave a little bit of protection behind.
Yep. Now, I have found that if I do use that product in conjunction with a gallon of water, I can use it to do a nice maintenance wipe down on my interiors.
Okay, cool.
So I will actually put one of those I'll just empty that right into a gallon of water. And I'll just mix it up, and in a quick pinch, it's fantastic on interiors. Super hot tamale.
Super hot tamale. Do we have regular hot tamale?
I don't think so. I didn't send you one of those.
Super hot tamale, heavy duty concentrated degreaser.
Yes. So this is going to have 2 different dilution values associated with it, 30 to 1 or 5 to 1.
Okay.
30 to 1 for your general purpose cleaning, 5 to 1 for heavily, contaminated surfaces. Definitely not a product I'm going to recommend anybody to use on the interior.
Okay.
Okay. It is going to be a very high alkaline degreaser. This does sit 13.5, 14 on the pH scale.
Wow.
Okay. So very hot, very active. I was sent a picture last week. Somebody tried to use that product straight and destroyed a wheel. Ooh. So this is not something that you want to mess around with. It is a very, very super concentrated degreaser. Okay. So we really want to stay true to that 30 to 1 or that 5 to 1 ratio, but it is going to work great on your tires, your wheel wells, your door jambs, your rockers, engine bay, that type of stuff.
To really remove any type of grease or oils that you'll pick up from the road.
Yep.
Yeah. Is this something that you'll also use? Do you use this first, or do you use a chemical and pair with it?
It just depends on the application in which I need it for. Like if I know that I've got a vehicle coming to me and I already know it's going to be downright dirty, right? The outside's a disaster, the engine's full of gunk and grease and everything. I'm probably going to start with that and try to break some of that down first.
Okay.
I personally, I can't speak for everybody else, but I do my washes in a very specific manner. I start with my engine bay, I start with my grill, my bugs, I hit my wheels, my rockers, my door jambs, and I make my way around the vehicle. Okay, so if I'm going to be using this product, I'm going to know in advance. I'm hitting my engine with it, I'm going to hit my tires with it, my wheel wells. But like I said, for overall heavy duty degreaser, you can use it on just about anything that you need to use it on for the exterior. Just make sure that we follow those dilution ratios.
Okay, excellent. Graphene Carbon Coat Advanced Graphene Ceramic Spray. Okay, so another spray protection product.
Yep. This one is a little bit different. It is going to be SIO₂ with graphene infusion.
Okay.
If you look at the bottom of it, you will see actual remnants of graphene.
Is that pencil lead?
Something like that. With this product, it's a little bit unique in its own. I don't want to say there's not a lot of ceramic graphene-based sealants out there, but ones that are actually going to hold up to the time frame in which they are allotting. We call 6 to 9 months on this product. I will treat this like it's an actual ceramic coating. I will do a full-blown panel prep with this product, and I will use the product liberally when I apply it. I like to let it sit for just a couple of seconds, get a little bit of a bond before I start wiping. But this will, again, create a film build the more you use it.
You're spraying this directly on the panel, or you're spraying it on the towel?
I do both.
Okay.
Anytime I'm wiping a surface, I always spray directly into my towel. It's a habit. I'm not trying to dry wipe anything. I want to add to the lubricity, not take away from it. So I will mist that product on small section at a time, but I'll layer it in there pretty heavy. So now if you're in a area where you've got a lot of humidity, you're best to probably play around with that a little bit. Less could be more in that situation. Okay. Because of the SiO₂ content in that product, it is going to start to cure up a little bit faster. So you want to get it on and you want to get it back off. But I like to let it sit for at least 5 seconds just to get a good bond. Okay. It is going to be semi-water soluble. There are some tests being ran with this product for some additional uses as far as application is concerned. But it is a newer product and it has been through some revisions to get it to where it is today. So.
Okay, cool. Excited to use that one. All right, next product is Cobalt Shine, a ceramic infused car wash. Yes. All right, this sounds easy. You're gonna wash the car and you're gonna protect it at the same time. Why don't we just do that?
That is the goal, right? So one thing that I absolutely love about Car Candy is when I started, I was told that I could, if I had ideas, I could present them to the chemist, to the owner, even to Megan, and try to come up with a new product. We're big on innovation. One thing that I noticed is we had nothing that was soap related with an SiO₂ content. So I suggested an SiO₂ infused soap. I threw out some suggestions. The product was sent to me probably a week later after the original conversation. And I really, for what I was looking for, I had a one and done home run product. Wow. Obviously, anytime you have a foaming or a soap that foams, if it's got wax, SiO₂ in it, polymer in it, anything like that, it's going to take away from the foam. But that product does still produce a pretty high foam. It does produce it does have a pretty decent SiO₂ content in it, percentage-wise. Okay. But it is going to give you a nice high gloss, and it is going to give you some protection. It's not going to be very long, but for what it is as a soap, that product is going to be great for just that quick maintenance detail, quick protection to put back on a vehicle, or even for the detailers that are running high production shops and they don't want to do any type of polishing or spray waxes. This is going to be one of those options for them.
Yeah, reduce some time from dry. Even like if you're going to use this just to wash the car to make it hydrophobic, to blow it off and make the drying process faster. Quicker. Awesome. And then how do you use it? So you said bucket and foam cannon. What are the dilution ratios?
So with this product, I want to say it is going to be 1 ounce for every gallon.
1 to 2 ounces to 5.
To 5 gallons.
So 1 to 2 ounces for a 5 gallon, which is not that much product.
Not at all. In a foam cannon, again, that's a little bit thinner of a product. I'm not going to dilute it in my foam cannon. I will add more water off of the dial. Okay. Again, with that product, it is something that I do want it to just sit for just a little bit. I just want it to bond, know, and then I can start with my agitation. Okay. So.
Excellent.
RUGCLEAN.
RUGCLEAN, carpet and upholstery shampoo.
Yep.
All right.
So as I had mentioned before, we do obviously cater to all the needs. I had mentioned about ERADICATOR, how this is what I'm using for my fabric. RUGCLEAN is going to be that dedicated carpet shampoo. Okay. When you've got just those filthy, dirty, gross carpets that ERADICATOR can't touch, this is going to be that option for you. Okay.
Concentrated too?
This one is concentrated.
Mix 1 to 3?
Yes.
Awesome. It's like you're buying 3 bottles in one.
Essentially. Well, but again, that comes with our goal here, right? We want to offer a high quality product at a valued price. Okay. Yeah. And there's not a lot of opportunity to do that if you don't own the raws yourself. When you're sourcing those raws, it does add to your bottom line. We get to take that out and offer the same quality or a better quality for almost the same price or maybe even cheaper. Yeah. So efficiency and effectiveness is going to be a goal with us. I mean, that's what my classes are usually based around, is efficiency and effectiveness. I mean, I was a production detailer. Yeah. My shop was a production detail shop. I was a sole owner operator and I was averaging 30 to 32 cars a month. By myself. Wow. That included wholesale and retail cars.
That's amazing. So, all right. Our next product is Candy Apple Suds, a concentrated wash and wax.
Yes.
All right. We just talked about the
Cobalt Shine.
Yeah. The wash in ceramic. Now this is your wash and wax.
With wax. That is going to contain a grade A high quality carnauba in it. It is gonna be a dilutable product. I believe that is gonna be another 1 ounce for every gallon. Again, because it has carnauba in it, you're not gonna get as much foam off of the rip. Okay, that's just something that we have to start to expect.
It's really thick.
It's very thick, and it does have a very pleasant green apple smell to it.
Smells great.
Yes, and that's not going to foam on green. That is going to foam on white.
Okay.
But like I said, that is going to be that. Your traditional hot rod guys love this product.
Yeah.
Because they can foam it on, they can wax their car at the same time. It's going to leave a good scent for them, and it's going to give them a decent amount of shine. So.
Yeah. Carnauba.
Yep, again, product that I'll put in the foam cannon. I might throw some water in that one and give the cannon a shake, but for the most part, I'm gonna, again, dilute off the top of my foam cannon.
Nice.
That is,
Bubblicious.
That is our #1 selling soap.
#1 selling soap, hyper concentrated vehicle wash.
Yes.
Hyper
concentrated. So this is probably the thickest soap that we have.
Okay.
Very, very thick. It's like molasses.
Yeah.
A little bit goes a long way with this product. I want to say this is 128:1 dilution.
Wow. So this is an incredible value.
Incredible value.
I know. Like this is what I try to get across to a lot of my viewers, is that there's companies out there that just use water to increase their profits. And this is like when you're, and it's not true for everything, but usually like the thinner soap
products.
is, I mean, there's more water in it. And when it has that concentration, or like, you know, they tell you to use 8 ounces or however much, you know, for that, I mean, that's kind of where they make their money.
Yeah.
They're getting a product like this and just watering it down, putting it into a bigger gallon, and just upping the price.
Upping the price, yep.
And this is huge.
Yeah, that is, like I said, that's as thick as you're gonna get with soap. A little bit goes a long way. Like I said, 128:1 is a very steep dilution, but at the same time, you don't use hardly anything.
Right.
I have played with some foam cannons where I can attach this bottle directly to the foam cannon, and I did this for demonstration purposes. The ribs gave me something to show. They were markers, okay? I foamed a Suburban, and I only used the ribs from the neck, or the neck ribs here. That was all the product I used for that vehicle. But that was, again, that was putting the product on, or, you know, the foam cannon in this bottle straight, which is not really recommended. That's a very thick product. You definitely want to dilute with that product. I would suggest, you know, if you're going to add, you know, 3 or 4 ounces to your foam cannon, I would probably do 2 or 3 ounces of water. Okay. Give it a good shake and let it sing. It's going to produce that nice thick shaving cream foam.
Yeah. New and improved formula, clear blue, ready to use glass cleaner.
Yes. So we did change this formula up. This is a better formula in my opinion. It's going to be ammonia free, going to be safe on your tint. This is going to be a streak-free formula. I have had luck where I've been able to one towel glass with this product. But again,
I hate when they make glass cleaners streaky. Can I get this streak formula?
Right. It is ready to use. The product is going to perform exactly as we need it to. It's going to give that crystal clear glass finish. It does have a counterpart that is a dilutable product, but this one is going to be ready to use. Ready to use.
Clear blue. Removes oils, dirt, fingerprints, and smoke from windows.
Yep. Works great on, you know, using maybe 4/0 steel wool on some chrome exhaust tips.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yep.
Secret detailing hack there. All right. Next product, Purple Monster All-Purpose Cleaner in Degreaser.
Degreaser. So this is going to be our medium duty degreaser.
Okay.
I want to say this is a 5:1 or a 4:1 dilution.
4:1.
4:1 dilution. It's gonna be your standard medium duty degreaser versus like our super hot
Tamale.
Well, that is you know, super concentrated. Medium duty versus super duty. We have a purple, we have a red, and then we'll get into an orange one that we have as well. But a lot of times people want a medium duty degreaser and they're tired of red, so they can get purple. There are some other companies out there that make other colors, but we try to stick to separating our degreasers, at least by adding some color.
Okay.
So, you know, again, degreasers were a hot one that we started with. So we've got several of them, and we have to determine differences in some way, shape, or form.
Sure. Purple Monster. Another degreaser.
Yep.
Orange Crush citrus-based degreaser.
Yep. So this is going to be a water-based biodegradable. degreaser.
Okay.
This is one that I would be comfortable with if I had something that was more along that tannin stain type of an issue that I'm experiencing on the interior. Your greases, your heavy oils, maybe even your hydraulic fluids. But the delimonene in the product is going to be what helps break down that grease and that oil. So I always recommend having a heavy duty degreaser, something I can dilute, and then having something that's on the other side of the spectrum where it's incorporating citrus.
Yep.
So
that citrus does work well on interiors and really pulling film off of any surface really quickly.
Believe it or not, we do incorporate a little bit of delimonene into our clear blue, as well as our interior Magic Plus.
Okay.
So
yeah, you can smell it as soon as you open it up. It smells great.
Dressall.
Car Candy Dressall.
Yep. So
all-purpose water-based dressing.
This is going to be an RTU product. This is what I'm going to use on my interior to dress up my interior. It will work great on exterior trim.
Okay.
It's not going to last very long, but it's a fantastic dressing. Water-based. It can be cut if you need to, but it is ready to use. Its counterpart is going to be Dressall Extreme. It's white, and it is a 50-50 or a 3-to-1 dilution ratio.
Okay.
So we have a ready-to-use version and then a concentrated version.
Okay, killer. You can use this on tires. You can use it on...
It's going to work on tires. It's not going to work as well or last as long as, say, tropical tread would.
Okay.
But, if that's what you have, by all means use it.
You could use this on engine bays?
Yes, 100%. That is actually what I would recommend on engine bays.
Okay.
Or its counterpart, Dressall Extreme diluted 50-50.
Got it. Destroyer. Destroyer concentrated DECON soap. Okay. Let's talk about this product, and I want to know what is the difference between using a DECON soap or like a degreaser?
Yes. So there are different lubricating surfactants and soaps than there are degreasers. We use a very high concentrate or a very high alkaline to mix with our soap. This product is going to be hot. It is 13.5 on the pH scale. I use this product and I teach with this product as a non-adjutant. I foam this on the vehicle, I let it dwell for 2 to 3 minutes, and then I will actually rinse it off. That is my tip. That is what I train on. Recommended use, I believe, is 1 ounce for every gallon for 5 gallons. I put that in my foam cannon straight. I go about a half between my foam and my watery foam. I like to put it right in the middle. I like to foam it on. I let it sit 2 to 3 minutes. I can power wash that without agitating. So, and that's my goal with that product, because it was designed as its original name was called Ultra Truck Wash. It's been my favorite product since I put my hands on it, but it needed a name that was more fitting for what it did.
Right.
But when it's labeled as just one thing, it was dedicated to what seemed to be one thing with its previous name. Now we have it as a much broader opportunity. This product will literally destroy your contamination. Wow. So it is the very first product that I put on the actual surface of my vehicle after I have done my wheels.
Okay.
Before I get into any washing on the actual surface of my paint, that is the first thing I'm using.
Nice. DECON. I like DECON soaps.
Yep.
Especially before you're starting a polish or a ceramic coating job. Let's remove everything.
Everything. Yep. So Burst.
Burst. Non-acid wheel and tire cleaner.
Yep. This is ready to use product.
Thick.
Very thick.
I like that, the way it sticks.
Nice and consistent, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is a gel-like formula.
It is very gel, yeah.
So the goal with this product is going to be to really cater to that end user and that enthusiast that isn't ready for that next step of wheel cleaner where they're having to dilute product. You can stuff a sprayer in this thing and go to town. You put it on the wheel, let it dwell for 3 to 5 minutes, agitate, and rinse. I usually wait until that full dwell time before I start to agitate.
Okay.
Let it do its job.
So we could spray 2 wheels if we wanted to.
We could easily spray 2 wheels, maybe even 4 if this is the product that we were going to use on the vehicle.
Yeah.
And let it dwell before we go around and start agitating. It's not going to hurt if you let the product sit. We just don't want it to dry. I have found that this is a fantastic product in a foam cannon, and I cut the water source off.
Okay. Dilution ratios on this?
No, it is ready to use.
Ready to use?
Yep.
Holy crap.
It's a gel. It sprays out in a gel.
Wow. Okay. I love that it sticks to the
it sticks to the wheel rather than running.
That's awesome. And let it sit.
Yep. 3 to 5 minutes.
Let it sit. Next product.
The next one.
Eliminator, iron and decon remover. I'm not gonna smell this one.
I would not suggest that one. So this is going to be a fast acting color changing iron and decon remover. This is ready to use. As you can see, it is very thick, gel-like.
Yep.
This product can be cut 3-to-1 or even 50-50, but you are going to get less of the color changing effect, okay? There are some things that I teach with this particular product, things what not to do that I've seen people do in the industry. I won't get into it. We'll do it when we do that. But this is definitely one of those products that I'm going to suggest for people who do a lot of forged wheels. I'm going to suggest this or the burst if they're doing forged wheels or polished aluminum or anodized wheels, because these two products are going to clean, but they're not going to revert that polished or anodized surface back to its original state. So safe products for those two. This is going to be great to spray on the actual exterior of the vehicle. Because it is pH neutral, it is going to be safe for your glass. Okay, so you can spray it on your wheels, the paint surface, the glass, rubber, everything. Yep. And like I said, the more, if you dilute it, you're going to get less of the color changing effect. That color changing effect, contrary to most people's belief, is a chemical reaction as it's hitting the metallicized particle. It's not removing, it's not dissolving it, it's softening it. It's softening it so it can be freed from its embedment, because when it landed on the surface, it was a hot particle, and that's how it got embedded. So you never want to clay in that. In that stage. I see a lot of it happening.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because you're actually moving metal across the surface at that point. So
interesting.
Yep. Ceramic coatings.
Ceramic coatings. We have 3 different ceramic coatings here.
Yep. And these are just the 3 that you have. I believe you have Elite as well, which is going to be our 3-year product. But these, we formulate our own coatings. Nobody else makes them. I was fortunate enough to have some background in ceramics when I started with them. So they already had an existing line. It consisted of a 3-year, a 5-year, and a 9-year. The 9-year and the 5-year were both certifiable products, and they reported to Carfax. They already had glass, the glass coating. This is a 2-year product. They wanted to innovate, so they created trim and they created wheel. They also reformulated Elite, Pro, and Premier. When I tested those products, I nixed Pro immediately. Didn't feel the need for a 5-year product. Some people probably could be cussing me for that right now, but if you think about it in the terms of logic, most people are not keeping their vehicle for 5 years. They're keeping them for 3 years because they're lease, or they're keeping them until they paid them off, which is going to be, you know, the better part of 7 or 9 years. So the great thing about our coatings is before the formulation, the reformulation and the 2 new ones, we actually had time in the market. Anthony Carrera, our lead detail and consultant, he has well over 700 installs on Premier. Well over 700 installs on Premier, and loved the original formula. The new formula is way easier to use. We used to have to wet towel level. Now we don't have to do that anymore. So these products are going to work as they should. We formulate them using industrial strength or industrial grade raw material. So our SIO₂ content is not going to be the same that everybody else is going to get. We do source different SIO₂. So we have a more industrial, I don't want to say industrial type of a coating, but an industrial strength type of a coating. We use industrial grade raws. So we do have a little bit different quality, but overall we have a couple of different things with these coatings that help us. Our glass coating gives us 2 years, but we're seeing 3. Our wheel and trim coating, these are brand new in the market.
3 years with a glass coating?
Yeah.
Wow.
And again, that's Anthony Carrera's time frame. I trust him, and he says that that's no maintenance and wiper use. But amazing. That is a product that you hand apply. You put it on directionally, and then you remove it immediately. Okay. The trim and the wheel coating, we are getting 3 years out of those. Wheel is going to be rated at 1400 degrees. Trim has a rejuvenator in it. It is a clear product, but it will rejuvenate your black back to black. It's not going to be color specific. If it's gray, we're going to help with that as well. It's going to lock that in. Okay. Premier being the certifiable coating, that one is 9-year, reports to Carfax. Does have to be certified on that one, but it is going to be one of the products that we based one of the active ingredients for wheel. So we can get longevity with these coatings, and we have real-time testing in the market with them. So
awesome. All right, that's everything you need to know about the current Car Candy products that we're carrying on Car Supply's warehouse, but don't trust us. Pick up some yourself and give them a shot on your car. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
A lot of great information there, and excited to start using these products.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
All right.